Sandra Butler, a geriatric care manager, describes her role and outlines the important items that families need to know when seeking home care for a loved one.
Geriatric care managers come from various fields in the industry. They could be social workers, registered nurses, gerontologists, anyone from the human services arena. And they are trained with the knowledge of what happens in the aging process. In addition to that, they have to have a knowledge of their area. What are the resources that might be available to meet the particular needs of the individual that they are evaluating? And then, most importantly, they have to have some of the compassion. In addition to the knowledge, they have to be good communicators, good facilitators, have the ability to be a liaison between the family, the individual, and the resources that they're going to use for the needs of that person. It's very important so that there's no misunderstanding or expectations that have not been clearly defined for the family to ask the home care agency, first of all, what the services are at the level of care that that agency can provide. So there are different levels of care and different personnel to meet that level of care. So in this particular case, the agency must be clear to the family and the family to the agency. You know, what are the expectations in the plan of care? Is there going to be house cleaning? That doesn't necessarily include window washing. So those are the kinds of things a family needs to know, that the area that's going to be taken care of is the area that the individual is in all the time. You know, what are the meal requirements? Can that person prepare a meal? Is the individual, the care provider, going to drive the individual to go shopping or to provide any kind of medical transportation? So I think lots of times the family has no idea what a home care agency is able to do, and it's very important right from the beginning that they are able to ask the questions and be clearly defined as to what the expectation of the service is. Family caregivers are often, when they're reaching out, they are already stressed out. They've been trying to do this on their own. Often they're at the verge of being burnt out. And so a care manager first needs to help them sort out what it is that they really need that they're looking for. And that's why it's important to see it from both the care receiver as well as the care provider. And so you're going to start now as a care manager also finding out what are their resources, you know, because you can put the best plan in place, but if they can't afford it, it becomes an unreachable goal. So you may be now helping them once they start needing long-term care services to perhaps go to an elder attorney to get their house in order so that we know how much money they actually have to begin to buy services. And then secondly, you want to evaluate the safety that we spoke about. That's a very important part. And then thirdly, you really need to start matching that up immediately. So you're going to ask a family, have they had any services in place? Is it adequate? Is the family in need of help? Often you're going to find a lot of dynamics going on. And that's where a care manager has to work with the family to sort it out. In many instances, simple care, such as a companion who can help to groom that individual, help to feed them, make sure they have nourishing meals, help to keep their environment safe by keeping the home in tidy shape, be a friend, you know, there, act as a liaison to the family, remind them to take medications. These are the majority of needs of individuals who are in the home environment and could remain there safely if they had someone there to meet those kinds of needs with that older person. And most of all, it's going to give peace of mind to the family to know that there's someone there watching over, eyes and ears, to be able to report appropriately to the family and to the agency if there are problems going on. A companion company is very important to provide the basic services that most individuals do need. They need someone there for the basic care, such as the cooking and companion services, the light cleaning. That's what the majority of people really do need. And it's important that you are utilizing an agency that you can depend on, one that has a history of providing good care, one that is supportive to their employees, and one who monitors what that care is.